Okay, welcome to Mama Michelle's kitchen. We are going to do a new lean and green meal tonight called the Chipotle Chicken and cauliflower rice bowl. I was feeling I wanted to make something Mexican today. So we're gonna make it in the Instapot, which is super nice because we can make it really fast and it's a quick, easy meal. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to blend some stuff in our blender. I'm gonna take a 14.5 ounce can of fire roasted tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and put those into my blender. And then we're gonna take 1/3 of a cup of salsa. And this is homemade salsa without all the sugars in it so that it will be nice and healthy for us. If I can get my lid off. Awesome. We're gonna just need 1/3 of a cup of that. Yum. Okay. And then we're gonna do a teaspoon of Chipotle. This little can right here. It's called Chipotle's Peppers and Adobe Sauce. And all I need is a little teaspoon of that. Probably gives it some heat and some Chipotle flavoring. Yummy, yummy. Okay. And just so you know that I only use like a teeny bit of that and I don't want the rest of this can to go to waste. So let me show you a trick that I'm going to do with it. I've got these cute little cupcake silicone cups and I'm going to put some in that cup right there. And then these can go right into my freezer and I can freeze them a little bit at a time so that wouldn't you know it, life happens, and in the middle of my video, somebody texted me and it stopped my video. So let me backtrack a little bit and get you caught up to what I've done. So after I put my Chipotle in my little cups, that's where we left off, and we're gonna freeze that for later. Then I added a teaspoon of cumin and let's see, what else did I add? Oh, some oregano, a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then I blended that all up in my Ninja blender until it smelled all yummy and it looked all incorporated. And then I put 1.5 pounds of chicken that I already had gotten ready and prepared, and I put it in the bottom of my Instapot, and then I added that mixture on top of it. So now we're just gonna start the Instapot, put the lid on, and we're gonna do the pressure cook and then do it for 20 minutes, and we're gonna let it do its thing. And then when it's all done, after the 20 minutes, then we'll let it depressurize by itself, and then we'll see what happens after that. Stay tuned. Okay, here we go. This is part 2 of the Chipotle chicken over cauliflower rice. And so our chicken is done here in the Instapot, and we're gonna open that up and check it out. So as you can see, it's very hot, but the chicken inside is like all those yummy juices with all the seasonings and the peppers and the tomatoes, the fire roasted tomatoes. So I'm gonna show you a trick. In order to shred this, I'm just going to put it all in my KitchenAid and get a hot pad and stir it up in the KitchenAid. It's so easy to do that way. So let's just throw that all in there with all the juices, and then I'll shred that up in my KitchenAid. So hang on. All right, got another phone call in the middle of my last video that I was trying to do on this Chipotle chicken, so I need to recap some of the things that we missed. After I shredded up the chicken in the KitchenAid, I measured it out equally. This is a 2-serving pan and this is a 2-serving pan, so I wanted to make sure I had the same amount of chicken in each side. It's very important when you're doing your lean and greens that you measure out your protein and you measure out your vegetables so you're getting exactly the same amount in each. So there is the same amount of chicken on both sides. On the bottom of it, I have taken some frozen cauliflower from my local Walmart. This is only $1 a bag, and there's 3 cups of cauliflower in each of these bags. And I just thawed it out and then put it into my blender, blended it up, riced it up, just pulsated it a little bit until it got to the consistency that I wanted for the rice. And then I put 2 cups of that cauliflower in here and 2 cups on the bottom here. Then my chicken on top. Then I needed 1 cup of shredded reduced fat cheddar cheese. So each side has a half a cup of that. This is ready to serve. All we need to do is cut up an avocado into slices or dices, however you'd like, and put 1/4 of a cup on this side for 2 servings and 1/4 of a cup on this side for 2 servings. And that gives you your lean, 3 greens, and your healthy fat and your condiments. So that's a full lean and green meal ready to go for you and to enjoy on a fun Mexican night. Enjoy. Thank you.
We found this recipe and more on the internet. If you'd like the recipe, hit like and send us a comment. We would be happy to share. We also could cook your lean and greens. Reach out for more details.